We're exploring Tel Arad in the south. This is the Canaanite city, and we're walking along the walls of the Canaanite city. This is the city wall. And we're walking up to the south side of the city. These are my brothers. We're 4 brothers exploring the antiquities. We'll start with the Canaanite city and then explore the fortress mound, which is on the north side. Along the walls are semicircular towers. This is one of the towers. Extending from the wall. Another semicircle tower along the wall. You can see how they extend out of the wall, and along the wall, the city wall, are several of those towers. The houses are along this area. So let's see one of those houses. This is a typical residential place in the courtyard. Let's see how it looks inside. It is cooler than outside. Okay, so we're in the Canaanite city and exploring the plan of the city. So there are different residential houses here. And another section of the Canaanite wall, the city wall. We saw sections of the wall around there with towers embedded into the wall. And
for what period is the wall?
This is probably the early bronze, no? So this is the wall, only the base of the wall. Was probably extending much higher So we see only sections of the wall. So this is on the western side. And this is a gate in the city wall. This is the western city gate. Gate is quite wide. And from here, there's the entrance into the city.
Welcome.
So we're entering one of the roads in the Canaanite city. See how wide the street. So this is a typical street. We have houses on both sides. And this area is the palace from the Canaanite period. There are different rooms. You can see this is the area where we are.
Complex.
And there's a complex of rooms, small chambers, and internal courtyards. This is where the city's governor resided. So you can see the different rooms and courtyards of the palace, of the governor residence. As we saw in the typical Canaanite residential houses, there's benches around here. This is roof of roof, and this is just the base of the house. So these are one of the palace rooms. And all this is early Bronze period. Back to the street. This is the northwestern section of the city. Here's another street and another house. You can see here that we reached the twin Canaanite temples. So there's two temples here. One, two. So this is the southern temple. This is the southern temple, and there is a cultic stone standing on the south side of the southern temple. So this is temple number 1, and there is some room here, and there's this pit. Okay. And then there is another temple on the north side. This is the northern temple. Okay, what can we see here? So there is an altar here for sacrificing. And over here there's a cultic basin, and this is the temple. What is bone?
No, bone. Bone. Old one.
More residential houses.
The wall is very impressive.
Very impressive, and the preservation line.
Yeah, if you're talking about 2500 BC, wow. I wonder who they were trying to keep out in these territories 4.5 centuries ago.
Well, there are different nations and different tribes around. And this was
a very impressive wall.
This was a city-state with several villages around it that provided the food. And
but a wall
traded.
like this is meant to stop an army, not to stop burglars.
That was the plan of the city-states.
Yeah, but it is seen that the Bronze Age construction was always big, huge.
Yeah, massive. They
Massive.
had a lot of cheap labor, and they raised the cities on really large tells, mounds. Here, for some reason, they put it on a lower level, maybe closer to the water level. And let's go and see.
Let's go and see the well.
The well itself.
The well is very, very
deep. The well
deep.
was the source of life. Without the water in the desert, you perish. So this was the main heart of this city in the Bronze period.
It looks like the well is dug in mud, and then it's dug into the stone, into the mother stone. So it's got like 3 meters down inside the stone after having some 8 meters of walls
to get to the
water.
Level of water. Whoa.
It's really deep.
Yeah. Well, the pigeons like that shadow. And there's a lot of pigeons out here. And we don't have water now.
Yep.
However, it did rain a few days ago. So we can see the entire city, Canaanite city around us. And over there on the north side is the mound of the fortresses from the Iron Age and afterwards. Some remains of a Hellenistic structure.
It's very interesting that here there are no ceramics. There are very, very few ceramics, but in the area that we just came from,
Yeah.
it's probably Hellenistic or Roman, and it was full of ceramics.
A lot of pottery up there, almost nothing here.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
it means that the Romans didn't stay here. It was like deserted from the,
so it's totally two cities
Yep.
in one area.
and they're adjacent.
So we
They're
have
very close by.
we have Tel Arad, the Canaanite, and we have the fortress of Arad on the top, which is Iron Age, and the other periods, later periods.
So the fortress was 1,500 years after the Canaanites' village, which is a lot.
Yeah, so that's the fortress over there
Yep.
on the north. Okay, in the early bronze city, we found indeed early bronze type of pottery, and this is a shelf shelf handle. This is the handle, and so it was raised like this. So this is a typical early bronze pottery. This was found in the Tel Arad and the mound of the Canaanite area. Of course, all the pottery that we saw, we live on the site, and we not take it with us. And this is the entrance to the national park.